nice. All right, 1 second. 1 second. Make sure we got some propagation going on. Little bit of propagation. Propagation. Give it a second. Come on now. Give it a sec. Propagation. Propagation. Let's make sure we are live. Hello. Let me refresh this over here. Make sure the audio works. There we go. Audio's working. Perfect. There we go. Let's make sure we're live on the Twitch. We live on the Twitch. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Are we live on the YouTubes? Let me see. Looks like we are live on the YouTubes. All right. All right, let me get all these little thingies over here. These little thingamabobbers out. These little announcements. All right. All right, all right. Get the announcements out. I'm ready to go. All right, 1 second. Get this out of here. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, all right, all right. Let's get this intro started. What's up, guys? It's Double Nicks, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. And I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nicks in the house, aka the Rainmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she likes to get shot at the cannon and she goes, wee! Other times she likes to go to RBs and watch videos of puppies and kitties. Other times she likes to go to Mickey D's. Other times she'll go to Wendy's. Other times she'll go to Burger King. Other times she'll steal my lo mein. Other times she'll go into the stock market and she'll find them ABCDs. We call her DBM Moms. Hey! All right, all right. So, say hello to the people, DBM Moms.
Hello to the people, DBM Moms.
Good, good. All right. So, yeah, that's what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we got going on. And before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, link to join is in the description down below. So be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different. And the early bird gets the cash. The moolah, the loot's the cash. Ola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. All right. All right, all right, all right. So yeah. All right. So let's get started over here. What do we got going on? Night Rogue, how you doing? Okay. He says, good morning, doubles. Good morning. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. All right. Good morning, everybody. All right. Let's take a look at some stonks here. Thank you, DVL moms. All right. So Legal says, good morning, doubles. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeesh. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times, like I've said before. But I do want to show you this. I want to show you this right now. So we called quite a few stonks today. We called quite a few stonks early in the morning. Early in the morning right here. We called RVYL, which ran up a nice 124%. We called this in our private Discord prior to the run. All right. All right. Hold on 1 second. Let me just put this over here. One second. Boom. Right there. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. So we called RVYL, which ran up a nice 124%. We called it on our private Discord prior to the run. We also called another stock on our private Discord prior to its run, MOVE, move, and that stunk ran a nice 192%. 192% right there. That's what we got going on right there. Ran up a nice 192%. Called it in the private Discord prior to the run. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. We also called DRCT. All right. On DRCT. We called that prior to its run up 157%. 157% right there. All right. And we also called KUST. All right. KUST, which ran up a nice 100%. 100% right there. 100%. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, Legal. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good morning, Night Rogue. Hope you guys are both doing wonderful. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Friday. I know I am. I'm having a wonderful Friday today, of course, as I do every day. So you know how it be. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, let's see here. Let's take a look at some stonks. Here. Hold on 1 second. Let me just put something out real quick. One sec. Here we go. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we're all set. All right. Let's take a look at some stonks today. Let's take a look at MOVE. Move. MOVE had a nice run earlier in the morning. 192%. 192% right there. That's what it had going on right there. It is currently up 131% right now. So let me go over what we got going on over here. Let's start over the way back here. All right. had a bit of a move upward, kind of fell back down, and then made another move all the way up to here, and it kind of made a move down to here in the form of a descending wedge right over here. So what we got going on right here is basically MOVE did form a descending wedge, and then basically, well, at first did an ABCD, then it did a descending wedge, fell below the VWAP, and now can it curl? Maybe we'll have to see what happens. So MOVE. As of now, MOVE needs to break the descending wedge. That's what we got going on right there. It needs to break that descending wedge right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Real Deal says, hello, please check RVYL. Thanks. Yeah, of course, Real Deal. We could do that. RVYL. Let's take a look at it over here. RVYL did have a nice move up 124%. 124%. Did have a nice shot upward over here. Let me get some support and resistance lines over here. Bop right there. So we got that going on right there. So we got support at $7.04 as of now. Resistance at $8.27. $9.14, $10. Then you got more at $10.21, which is where the VWAP is. $11.07, and then $12.80 right there. That's what you got going on. That is what you got going on. That is what we got going on right there. So, as of now, that's what we have going on there. So, let's take a look over here. All right. Bit of a pennant formed right over here. So basically it shot up nicely, had a nice shot up, RVYL up to 124%, and it started pulling its way all the way back downward, all the way down to 44% right here, but it did have a nice run. Needs to break this pennant and needs to break above the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. That's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. So RVYL needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mya. That's what it needs to do right there. Let's take a look at DRCT. DRCT up 141%. 141% right now. DRCT had a run up 157%. So, as of now, that's what we got going on with it. That's what we got going on. Let's take a look over here. All right. So, as of now, it had an A to B, B to C, C to D, right over there. Formed a bit of a pennant, kind of consolidated a little bit before forming yet another really tiny A to B, B to C, C to D, right here. Then did another one all the way up here. All right, and then made a bit of a descending wedge right over here before curling its way on up off that descending wedge right over Mya. So right now, as of now, it's curling its way up above the descending wedge right there. It is not overbought or oversold in the RSI. As of now, DRCT has a 63 million volume, 1 million float. So DRCT as of now has a 1 million float, 63 million volume. Volume is good. The float is low. That's fine. It is what it is. We're taking a look at it right now. Currently up 143%. Needs to break that 157% mark. So we got that going on right there. Let me see if I can get a graffiti pencil activated. Graffiti pencil. Let's see if we can get the graffiti pencil activated right there. Yes, sir. Let's see if we can. Oh, yes, we can. Yes, we can. All right. So, as of now, the graffiti pencil is holding above $5.47. $5.47. Needs to break $6.28 right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mya. Otherwise, it's just That's what we get going on, folks. Right now, it looks like it's kind of dropping right now. DRCT, now it's looking unpredictable. DRCT, very unpredictable move, very choppy right now. but it did have a nice move up 157%. So now it's kind of just really iffy. It's iffy as of now. DRCT needs more volume. Needs more volume, ladies and gentlemen. DRCT needs more volume to remain friends with the trend off the descending wedge. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. So as of now, I would not trust DRCT. It was good before, had a nice run before, but right now, man. Let's take a look at BNAI. BNAI, let's take a look over here. BNAI did have some movement going on over here. All right. Had a bit of a panic going on right here, is below the VWAP. So it needs to break that VWAP, then needs to break that pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mia. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So BNAI needs to break the pennant and the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mia. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Let's take a look at KUST. KUST. Now, KUST did have a run earlier in the day, up 100%, now pulled back to 58% right there. So let me get this refreshed. So let's see what we got going on. All right. So, KUST as of now, looks like it broke upward over here. Boom, boom, and boom right there. So KUST needs to break the descending wedge, needs to break that VWAP right there for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Is up 53%, had a nice 100% run earlier in the day, but has since pulled its way back a little bit. Has an 801,000 float, which is a low float. Volume is 35 million. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Up 55% as of now. Had a high of 100%. So we got that going on. So KUST needs to break the descending wedge and the VWAPA. There we go. There we go. So, as of now, that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. MOVE. All right. MOVE currently as of now is moving above the VWAPA. Looks like it's curling off that descending wedge right there. Looks like it's trying to curl off that descending wedge and break the VWAP. MOVE as of now testing the VWAP. Testing it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. One second. All right. So MOVE. Let's see here. All right. MOVE curling off the descending wedge and trying to break the VWAPA right there. That's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 300. Let's get to 300, ladies and gentlemen. MOVE had a nice high of 192%, and looks like it's breaking it. It already broke the VWAP so far. It looks like it's climbing its way up slowly but surely, climbing its way on up right now. Up 158% and climbing 159% and climbing. Yes, sir. What we got? Let's see what other. Where's it going? Where is it going? All right, climbing up. All right, climbing on up. All right. All right. So as of now, it's up 160% and climbing. MOVE. Looks like it's climbing its way on up still. Climbing its way on up still. Up 160%. Trying to move. Let me get some support and resistance lines over here. All right, let's see here. Oh my. Looks like it's climbing its way on up still. It broke the resistance at 1758 and looks like it's climbing its way on up to the next resistance line at 1887. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. MOVE is moving. Get it? Moving, move. Aha. Yeah, I'm funny. I'm funny. Yeah. Funny how? How am I funny? Ah. All right. Move is moving. Moving.
Well, we can make fun of this all day long. We could.
Yes. I mean, it looks like, yeah, it looks like, I mean, it's really curling off the descending wedge right now.
It's actually moving.
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Moving.
Yes. Moving. Moo.
Moving.
Moving. Oh. Yes. Yes. Looks like it's doing its thing right now. RVYL. Let's take a look at some requests here. 1 second.
Moving.
Moving. Move is moving nicely right now. All right. It's 167 now. It's climbing its way on up right now. Climbing its way on up. Climbing.
Climbing.
It's moving towards that next resistance right there.
It moved.
Aha!
Great. Oh my. Oh my.
Move is moving towards the next resistance line. Guess you could say that it's moving. No, I'm just kidding. All right. It halted. I think it halted.
No, it can't be halted. Did it halt?
Yeah.
No, it's moving.
Oh, no, it's moving. It's moving.
It's
Okay.
moving.
It's moving. Aha. I got you. I said, is it halted? Nope, it's moving. Yeah, all right.
Let me go smack you about that.
Wow. All right. Yes. All right. So let's take a look at another stock here. REVB. In the meantime, while we're waiting for move to move, let's see. REVB. Choppy. Head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder. A head. And a shoulder, like all the way back over here. And then I move it down. Move it down like this. Needs to break the head and the shoulder. Needs to break. Needs a more volume. RVB. needs more volume to break the head and shoulders bear pattern. Let's see how DRCT is doing. DRCT. All right. As of now, DRCT needs to break this descending wedge over here. DRCT needs to break the descending wedge for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. All right. BGL. BGL. Had a bit of movement over here. And formed a bit of a pennant right over here. Is currently below the VWAP though, so it needs to break that pennant, needs to break that VWAP. BGL needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. There we go, there we go, there we go. All right. BGL needs to break that pennant for it to be so much schmexy to me. Let's take a look at move. Is it moving? Is move moving? Yes, it is. It broke through the new resistance. Broke through another resistance line right over here at $18.87. Can it break 20.95? We'll have to see. Broke through the resistance. MOVE broke through another resistance line. Can it break the high of day? We shall see. We shall see if move can move past the high of day. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got here? Let's see what other stunks we got today. It is Friday, so it's going to be a bit slower normally because everybody wants to, people are playing hooky and people are just chilling and people are just getting ready for the weekend and all that good stuff. So, sometimes it be like that. Sometimes it do be like that. Sometimes it be like that. Yeesh. Yeesh. All right. So, as of now, that's what we got going on right there. MOVE called it this morning prior to its 192% run. Now moving up off that descending wedge. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Let's take a look at, somebody requested STKH. STKH. All right. STKH is currently moving downward. Looks like trash. Yes, sir. Low volume, down 12%. Unconfirmed H1 earnings due in 11 days. From now on to Tuesday, February 3rd, after the market close. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's see here. STKH needs volume to break the downtrend and the VWAPA. Very choppy movement. All right, DRCT. DRCT trying to break that descending wedge right there. All right, there we go. Consistency as for CHKP. CHKP All right. CHKP very, very choppy as of now. Looks like it has low volume, judging by these three indecisive wicks over here, as well as a series of indecisive wicks in the actual chart. Other than those three indecisive wicks at the end, let's take a look over here. Has a float of 82 million, very heavy float. Volume is 31. Ooh, quite literally 31. So, man, not feeling this one. Not feeling this one right now. Not gonna lie to you. Not feeling this one. Let's see here. Let's see here. All right. Okay. All right. So, CHKP as of now, not doing so schmexy. As of now, it is 82 million. Volume is 31. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. So yeah. As of now, this pennant needs, well, actually, as of now, this stock just needs a lot of volume for it to really move up. Needs a lot of volume for it to really move up. So, meh. There we go. CHKP. CHKP needs volume to break the choppy movement. Julian says, hey, I found every one of these stocks on FineViz free stock screener. Let me see. Let me see what you're looking at here. 1 second. 1 second. All right. We are back. Ladies and gentlemen. Just have to get some water real quick. All right. So let's take a look over here. Let's see what we got going on. All right. MOVE. Let's take a look at MOVE, see how it's doing right now. MOVE now trying to test that new resistance line over here. That new line of resistance right over MIA. That's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, as of now, MOVE is breaking above the 1887 line. It's kind of been trying to break through a little bit, little by little. So, we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Up 173% and climbing its way on up slowly but surely. It did have some movement up all the way to 1945 as of recent. So, now it looks like it's trying to climb its way back up there and see what goes down. But that's what we got going on so far. So it has to break 1887, then has to break 2095 for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mya. That's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's take a look over here. All right. All right. So we got that going on right there. All right. All right, all right, all right. So yeah, that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. All right. Hold on just a second, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on just a second. Okay. All right. So, yeah. Currently now we have the resistance line becoming a support line now. So 1887 is now a support line for the stunk. Can it continue to go up? I hope so. I think it will. I think it is. It's trying to go up right now. It's up 177%. And looks like it's trying to climb its way on up some more. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. 177% mover right there. Move is moving up 177% and climbing. It looks like it is still doing its thing. 182% now. 182%. Move has a high of 192. Can it break that high? It looks like it's trying to test the high a day right there. So MOVE, MOVE, trying to break that high a day. MOVE, trying to break the high of day. So we got that going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. So, as of now, MOVE up 175%. 175%. Let's see here. All right. Let's take a look at. Let's see what else we got. What else we got over here? Because move just hit 182%, pulled back a little bit, obviously, because it is a bit extended there, but it looks like it is still keeping its trend upward. It's just having a tiny pullback before it makes a major comeback. Maybe. We'll see what goes down. We shall see what goes down. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. All right, so MOVE is doing that. Let's take a look at some other stonks here. Somebody requested DGNX. DGNX? All right, sure. DGNX. DGNX. Currently, very, very iffy. It's very, very choppy with this movement. Had a shot upward, moved back down, upward, and went back down. So, as of now, it's currently doing this thing right here. All right, moved up over here. I can't even say that. It's just trying to move its way on up here. So, right now it had to move up and then basically went back down over here. Wouldn't even say it's right there. Yeah, that makes more sense. It's like a pennant kind of. But it had a shot upward, moved back down, then went upward and then moved back down. So it is a very, very choppy stock. A very, very choppy stock. So now, DGNX, let's take a look at the float. Float is 104.9 million.
Move is moving.
Oh, his move is moving? Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, DGNX needs volume. Needs volume. Just needs volume. Move is moving. Let's take a look at move. All right. Move is moving. Yeesh. So DGNX needs volume. Very choppy stock. DGNX is moving. Very choppy stock. Well, no, it's not moving. It's just a choppy stock period in the story. Move is moving all the way upward. It's moving nicely. Doing its thing right now. That's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. Resistance is at 1950. So we got that right there. As a matter of fact, you know what? Let me get this line over here. Let me get a trend line over here. 1950. Hold on 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Around there will do. Has to break through this line right here. See this big yellow line going left to right? That's what it's got to break through. It's got to break through that. That's a bit of resistance right there as well. So it's got to break through. It has to break through 1950. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let's get a share party going. Let's get to 800. Let's get to 800, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, has another bit of resistance right over, right over here at 1911. A little bit of a resistance over there as well. So, really needs to break these resistance lines. But Move is trying to test the high of day. Move trying to test the high of day, needs to break the resistance lines for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mia. LRHC.
It's moving.
Oh my. I think LRHC is moving on some low volume here. Actually, no, the volume is higher than the float. All right, so LRHC as of now is moving its way on up as well on the uptrend right now. I just want to put that there. LRHC on the uptrend. All right. LRHC on the uptrend. There we go, right there. Let's take a look at Move, MOVE. Oh my, yes, it broke through the resistance lines over there and is now $20. $20. Yes, sir. It's climbing its way on up, testing that high a day. That high a day is at $20.95, ladies and gentlemen. $20.95 currently. The stock is moving up nicely, though. Up 187% and climbing. MOVE. MOVE. Yes.
Come on, baby.
High of day test.
It's pushing.
Broke the resistance lines. Oh my, yes sir. 199. 199 broke through the high of day, up 199%. Yes, sir. MOVE broke the high of day. Broke the high of day. Up 199%. Yes, sir. Up 199% right there. Boom. Broke that high of day. Broke it. Yes, sir. That was nice. That was nice. Yeah, exactly. You broke it, you keep it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, as of now, currently, it is climbing its way on up still. It's going back. It sounds like it's pulling back a little bit. Maybe it's going to climb its way back up a little more. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But right now, it's just doing its thing. It's climbing its way back up a little bit. Climbing its way back up again, up 192%, 192%. We'll see what happens. Has to break that $21.13 resistance line as well. Has to break that, ladies and gentlemen. Has to break it. Break it good. Break it good. Let's take a look at DRCT. In the meantime, DRCT trying to curl off that descending wedge, but is getting stuck on the resistance line over there. DRCT curling off the descending wedge, but needs to break resistance right there. DRCT curling off the descending wedge, needs to break the resistance line right there. And ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We were just made different. And the early bird gets the cash, ladies and gentlemen. The moolah, the loots, the cash shoulder, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, all right, all right. So, as of now, DRCT needs to break that resistance line at $5.47 for it to be schmexy to me. Yes. Otherwise, meh. Let's see what we got going on. Let's see what other stocks we got going on. All right. Let's see about somebody requested KUST. All right, we're going to do KUST. We called KUST earlier, ran up a nice 100%. Let's take a look at what it's doing now. KUST, as of now, kind of consolidating below the VWAP. Kind of consolidating below the VWAP right there. So, needs to break that pennant right there. KUST needs to break the pennant and the VWAP for it to be so much schmexy to me. There we go. All right. $1 million Bitcoin says been holding DRCT for 1 year waiting for this moment. Oh my.
Let's go make money, baby.
There you go, man. Make money. Make money.
Money.
Make your money, $1 million. Make your money.
Money.
He's the man's with the plans, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. So yeah, let's take a look at DRCT. Let's see how DRCT is doing. Right here. DRCT looks like it is trying, it's pulling back a little bit. Pulling back just a bit off that uptrend right there. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit. Needs to break that $5.47 resistance and hold above $4.97 support. So we got that going on right there. So DRCT needs to break the resistance line and curl. That's what it needs to do right there. That's what it needs to do. RVYL. Let's take a look at RVYL. How's RVYL doing? RVYL still moving downward as of now. Needs to break this pennant and the VWAP over here. So let's see what we got going on here. RVYL needs to break the pennant and the VWAP. Can it curl off the consolidation? Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got. What else we got? Let's see. Somebody requested FTEL. All right, let's take a look at FTEL. FTEL, very choppy, low volume, not looking schmexy at all. All right. So FTEL as of now, very choppy, very choppy. Needs to break the VWAP for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. Needs to break the, just needs volume. Not even, it is above the VWAP. It just needs volume, really. Needs volume for it to be so much schmexy to me. There we go. Let's take a look at SLE. SLE looks like it has a bit of a price spike going on right there. So as of now, it has a 12 million float, 486,000 volume. So SLE is moving up on low volume right there. SLE moving up on low volume. Alex asks, do you look at swing plays or only momentum trades? Momentum trades. We're primarily momentum trades. Yeah. We primarily do momentum trading. That's what we like to do. Yes, sir. SLE climbing up to 71%. 71%. Looks like it's doing that right now. That's what we got going on. That is what we got going on right there. SLE up 72%. Looks like it's just climbing its way on up right there. Needs to remain friends with the trend right here. Up 74%. It's still climbing its way on up. Again, SLE has a low float, low volume, high float. So we got that going on right there. So we're going to see what happens with the stonk, but it needs to remain friends with the trend right there. SLE needs to remain friends with the trend, moving on low volume. Yes, sir. SLE needs to keep going.
It's
Yes.
moving.
Oh my. SLE still moving. Up 72%. 72%. There we
Let's
go.
baby.
Yeesh.
Come on, baby.
Mhm,
Hurry,
mhm.
baby.
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
It's trying.
It is trying.
Come on now.
Mm-mm-mm.
Come on now.
Mm-mm-mm. Come on now. Now has a 1 million volume. Still has to break through 12 million float.
Having problems at 1077.
Mm.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, love.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. SLE still needs to break there. But right now, has to hold that VWAP. Has to hold the VWAP. Has to remain friends with the trend. Let's take a look at move. MOVE. We're going to move right now. Yeah, get it. Move to move. Anyway, let's see here. Let's see what we got going on. MOVE.
SLE trying again.
SLE trying again. Ooh. Ooh. All right. MOVE needs to break this descending wedge right here. MOVE needs to break the descending wedge. All right, now let's take a look. Let's take a look over here at SLE. SLE needs to break the double top over here. Has a bit of resistance at the $10.19 line. Double top. Not looking schmexy.
Gotta push.
It has to break 10.19. Looks like it's trying to. It is breaking above 10.19.
Come on, green bottom tail.
Come on now. Up.
I don't know, man.
I don't know. It's playing with my feelings, man.
I don't know.
I don't know now.
Come on, stay above the VWAP.
Mm-hmm.
No.
No. Mm-mm.
It's pushing.
Wait. Yeah, maybe.
Pump.
Maybe.
Pump.
Maybe.
Come on, push, baby. Push,
Come
baby.
on now.
Push.
Come on now.
Pushy.
Yeesh.
Pushy. Come on, be pushy.
Yeesh. Let's see what we got going on.
Coming in, doubles.
Volume coming in on SLE.
Volume.
Yeesh. Still climbing up in terms of volume.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I don't know. Rolling down.
We'll see. I guess you could say we'll SLE. No, I'm just kidding. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see.
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
We'll see what happens. Well, anyways, let's take a look at another stunk. Oh, what's up? It tried.
It's trying, but then it just fakes out.
Yeah.
Come on.
SLE. Yeah. Wait.
Don't pay it no mind.
All right. You know what? I'm gonna go to another stunk. Someone requested AIIO. Ayo. I mean, yeah, AIIO. I mean, AIIO. Ayo. Aha. All right. Let's see here. Let's take a look over here. Let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on. All right. So, AIIO needs to break. Needs to break this little double top over here. Let's see what we got going on here. Has a bit of a pennant forming right over here and right over here. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Needs to break the pennant. Needs to break the VWAPA as well. Has Q4 earnings unconfirmed due in 14 days on February 6th before the market opens, up 23%, but needs to break this pennant for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. That's what it needs to do right there. AIIO needs to break the pennant and VWAP. All right, there we go. Yes, sir. All right. KUST, how's KUST looking? KUST curling off the pennant right now. Curling, ladies and gentlemen. It's curling above the VWAP right now, too. Yeesh. So that's what we got going on, folks. That is what we got going on. All right. KUST. Let's see what we got going on right there. Alex says just be eking out. Eking out. KUST auto, correct? No. KUST be eking out. Ah, okay, all right. I understand what you mean now. I understand what you mean. Okay. So, as of now, KUST is curling off the pennant, broke above the VWAPA for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. So let's go right there. KUST curling above the VWAPA and moving off the pennant. All right. KUST breaking out. Our Alex says, yeah. Yes, sir. All right. All right there. KUST. Oh, move is moving. All right, let's see what move is doing. MOVE. Move is moving. Move is trying to curl its way on up right now off the descending wedge that we got over here for it. Let's see what goes on. Try a curl right here. Alex says, I got cold hands working construction while you're watching your live and trading at the same time. Gets a bit rough between the three. Yeah, I get you.
I love the hustle.
I love the hustle, though. I do respect that. I respect the heck out of that hustle. MOVE 195%. 195%. Can it break the 199?
Come on, new high day, baby. Come on,
Can it
now.
break that
Come on,
199?
now, sugar.
Yeesh. Move. Can it break that 199% high? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. There we go.
Setting up for a breakout.
It is. MOVE is moving, trying to set itself up for a breakout here. Can it break this little area over here? Is developing a slight resistance right over here at the 2040 mark. needs to break that 2040 mark and break above 2113 for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. There we go. There we go. We are climbing right now. Climbing right now. We need to break above that $20.40 mark, though, for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. Move needs to break the resistance and then break above that high a day. Yes, MOVE needs to break resistance and the high of day. Yes. All right. So, as of now, MOVE trying to move its way on up 192%. Can it continue? Has resisted 2040. Needs to break above 2113 after that 2040 mark. Now it's moving up.
Green on the 5, baby.
Yes, sir. It's moving. Let's zoom in the room.
Baby.
Let's zoom in the room.
Bottom tail green. Bottom tail green. Come on, bottom tail.
Yeesh. Take
Come
a
on
look
now,
at that.
New high a day.
New high a day.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Come on now.
Ooh.
21.
Come on. 197.
Come on.
Let's go.
Don't lose gasolina.
Come on. It's trying. It is trying.
Oh man, bro.
It is trying very hard.
Holy moly.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes.
It's pushing, baby.
Come on now.
Push.
Push it, push it.
You got this. I believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, new high day.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go,
MOVE fighting its way on up right now.
let's go, Battle Royale.
Yes. All right. All right. Yep. It's falling below 2040 again. All right. I'm gonna look at another stock. I'm not paying attention to you, MOVE. I'm gonna look at another stock. I'm gonna look at BGL. BGL. Not looking too schmexy there. Let's take a look at another stock, shall we? Yes, BGL needs to break the descending wedge in the VWAP. BGL needs to break the descending wedge and the VWAP. Yes. All right. SLE. SLE had a pullback. Had a pullback. SLE needs to break above. SLE pullback. Not looking schmexy there. Super League Enterprises shares are trading higher after the company announced an exclusive strategic partnership with Solsten. All right, so they got a partnership going on right there. That is what they got going on. Needs to break above this pennant and needs to break above the VWAP that it just fell below. So, needs to do that. SLE needs to break above the VWAP and the descending wedge. There we go. Needs to break those two things for it to be somewhat schmexy to mya. Yesh. All right. REVB. As of now, still on the downtrend slightly. Trying to curl above it, but we'll see what happens. Has a bit of a double bottom right over here. Double bottom right over here.
We like double bottoms.
We like double bottoms, but it's also got low volume. So, REVB actually has a 5 million float, 21 million volume, but has indecisive wicks. So, it needs more volume. RVB needs more volume to break the downtrend and the VWAPA. Yesh. Yesh, yesh, yesh. And we are 5 minutes away from the bell, ladies and gentlemen. The bell! The bell! It deafens me. Oh. All right. Let's see about MOVE. MOVE. Pulling back. MOVE. MOVE. Can it curl? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens there. DRCT. DRCT. DRCT testing testing a resistance line. Testing a resistance line. DRCT testing the resistance line. All right. Up 137%. DRCT had a high of 157%. We'll see what happens there. But it looks like it's trying to climb its way on up above the resistance line right over MIA. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? REVB. REVB. Still needs to break that downtrend. REVB still needs to break the downtrend. There we go. BGL. Nope, BGL. There we go. BGL needs to break that descending wedge right there. Needs to break the descending wedge. All right, there we go. Right there. There we are. All right.
2 minutes to the bail.
2 minutes to the bail. Move is moving.
Low floater.
Mm-hmm.
NVIDIA news. GPU.
Yesh. Movano Inc., which is Move, shares are trading higher after the company announced that Corvex, with which it has already combined, has secured a long-term NVIDIA H200 GPU deployment. So, they got that going on right there. Needs to break the resistance. Still needs to break that resistance at $20.40. So it needs to break the resistance still. But MOVE, MOVE. Still needs to break the resistance right there. All right. Let's see what we got here. Somebody requested REVB. REVB. Let's see. REVB still on that downtrend there. Still on that downtrend. Actually, just consolidated, really. But needs to break above that downtrend for it to be somewhat schmexy to me. REVB needs to break the downtrend. And yes, 1 minute to the bell. The bell. Yeesh. Needs 1 minute to the bell. Yeesh. All right. Hold on. Stand by. How many seconds we got?
Less than 30 seconds to the bail.
Less than 30 seconds to the bell.
Let's go, bail.
Oh, my.
The bell, the bell, the bell.
So let's take a look at EHGO.
15
EHGO.
seconds to the bell.
20 million float,
Move,
4
get ready
million
to break out,
volume.
baby. Move is ready to move. Come on now. Come on, move. The bell.
Yeesh. The bell.
The bell.
It made the ringy dingy. It made the wee woo. Yes, sir. Okay, let's get it. MOVE. MOVE. Let's see. Oh, my. Oh, my. It poked above the high a day for a sec there. like for like a split second.
Migration.
Oh, migration.
Oh, migration. 22
Oh,
hours and
my.
10 cents.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Humanity of it.
Oh, my. How high did it go?
my.
Oh, my. I do say.
Humanity.
I do say. What? 210%.
Oh, my.
219. 221.
Migration. Oh, migration.
MOVE broke the high a day, up 221%.
Oh, migration.
Broke
Woo.
the high of
baby.
day,
Let's go.
up 211%.
Let's go.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Baby.
Woo!
Let's go. We went.
217. 217. MOVE. MOVE now up 217%. New high. Yeesh. 217%. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's looking schmexy right now.
Schmexiness today.
MOVE.
Schmexiness today.
Yeesh. Has up 218% now, new high. There we go. Oh my. MOVE up 218%. 218% right now. Pulling back a little bit, but 218% was the new high of day. MOVE. New high of day. Up 218%. There we go. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1800. 1800. Ladies and gentlemen, by the way, be sure to check out our 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. The moolah, the loot, the cash, shoulder, the big bucks, I tell you. And oh my, to move is now 224. Moving. Yes, 224. Hit that 224 mark. 229. 229. 231. Yes, up 231%. Boom, baby. What I tell you. 234. 234. 235. Oh my. 235. Yes, good. Good. Yes, keep going. Yes. Yes, you shall become more powerful with unlimited power. I know, I did. Yes. I even did the finger thing.
Ran up 230.
235%.
Yeah.
Yeesh. Yes. All right, and yes, I did. I even did like the evil Palpatine finger thing when he's zapping Mace Windu. It was, yeah. So, let's take a look at some other stonks here. Let's take a look at some other stonks right here. All right, KUST. Let's take a look at KUST, see how KUST is doing. KUST. Let's get some. All right, keep an eye on MOVE for me, will you? Just in case. All right, KUST trying to climb its way on up a little bit. Had some consolidation problems. Still remaining friends with the trend, but again, needs to break. Needs to just keep climbing its way on up. Let me get some support and resistance lines for it. KUST, KUST. Hold on. Right there. All right, so KUST, as of now, needs to break above 368, hold above 368, actually, and then break 422. So as of now, KUST needs to break above 422 and climb. Needs to remain friends with the trend. KUST needs to remain friends with the trend. All right. RVYL. Let's see how RVYL is doing. RVYL curling its way on upward. All right. RVYL curling its way on upward. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit, though. Looks like it's pulling back a little bit. RVYL, it was curling off that pennant, though. RVYL trying to curl off the pennant. Let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Still needs to break that VWAP, though, but it looks like it's pulling back. Not looking schmexy there. Not looking schmexy. Let's take a look at NAM. NAMM. NAM. Nam 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 nam. Okay, look. It's on that uptrend slightly. It is on that uptrend. Up 19% on the uptrend there. Has a bit of resistance, though. Can it break through it? Has some resistance at 498. Can it break through the resistance line? NAMM. Needs to break the resistance line and is on the uptrend. OPEN, open. This one's a crowd favorite. Unfortunately, it has low volume barcoding and is moving down. So, not my favorite right now. Needs to break that downtrend. And OPEN needs volume to break the downtrend and the VWAP. Also needs to break that barcoding. Needs to break that barcoding down 1%. Not looking schmexy as of now. Someone requested REVB. REVB. Let's see here. How high did move go, by the way? 235. Just need to write that down here. There we go. All right. So as of now, REVB curling off the downtrend a little bit, broke the VWAP. REVB curled off the downtrend and broke the VWAP right there. So we got that going on right there. REVB curled off the downtrend and broke the VWAP. There we go. Yes, there we go. There we go. All right. Up 40%. How's NAM doing? NAM. NAMM. Looks like it's trying to curl its way up. Oh, my. Nice shot upward over here on NAMM. NAMM up 35%. Shooting up like a rocket right now. NAMM. NAMM shooting up like a rocket, ladies and gentlemen. Shooting up like a rocket right now. So, that's what we got going on so far, folks. That's what we got going on. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share, because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, If you want access to our private Discord, link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. All right, and ladies and gentlemen, also be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We are just made different, And the early bird gets the cash, the moolah, the loot, the cashola, the big bucks, I tell you. Yes, sir. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, we got that going on right there. You also get access to the amazing market mover scanner right over here, which shows you the change in percentage, whether the stock is moving up or down, the time in which it was scanned, ticker, price, volume, and float, hyperlinks to all the stocks that are being looked at by the scanner, so you can take a look at the chart, you can take a look at the news, all sorts of other miscellaneous information that you want to know about the stock, all of which is available right at your fingertips. You also gain access to the newsroom, which basically grants you access to articles that you could basically read, and then when you click the hyperlink, you basically get access to the full article. And you could also click the hyperlink to the ticker down below, because the ticker down below is basically the ticker that is affected by the news within said article. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Yeesh. So, yeah. Also, you get access to the stock ticker tape, which basically shows the stocks that we are looking at that are really moving right now. You got the access to in the chat. You get access to the chat right there. So, yes, that's what you get access to as well. The chat basically is filled with a very supportive community of amazing individuals, all of which are awesome. They love to help build each other up. MOVE, by the way, is moving up again, 235%. Once again, oh my, oh me, oh my, oh. Oh, wait, pulled back a little bit. All right, but it did have a nice move upward just now, so yeah. It like peaked its way on up above that little 235 mark. All right, anyways, but as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, has an amazing community. We have an amazing community of people who love to support each other, love to support themselves, and basically, just grow with everybody around them, because, making money is always fun, but it's even more fun when you're making money together. So, yeah, that's what we got going on right there. And if you want to join our Wealth Builders package, you can join the Wealth Builders package, which is also in the link in the description down below. There's a pinned comment section, so be sure to check that out. We pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. We're just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. And with the Wealth Builders package, you basically gain access to everything that's in the real-time alerts and scanners, plus you gain access to exclusive Wealth Builders content, such as Wealth Builders exclusive picks, Wealth Builders exclusive courses, which basically, by the way, are a 500 video course that Coach and I have built up over the years. You also gain access to an amazing community of wealth builders, and to top it off, exclusive access to Coach Nick Money and myself. So yeah, that's what we got going on right there. So be sure to check us out at Coaching Money on YouTube. Be sure to check us out on YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe, ladies and gentlemen, on YouTube at Coaching Money, where we do lots of live streaming, lots of videos, lots of stock reviews, lots of analysis, lots of just amazing stuff right there. We do lots of shorts too. All right, you can find us on X.com, aka Twitter, at Coaching Money. Be sure to like and repost and do all that good stuff on X as well. Be sure to do that. We do lots of live streaming on X. We do lots of stock reviews and analysis there as well. You can find us on Twitch at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. Be sure to follow, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff on Twitch. Yes, be sure to do that. We live stream there all the time. And to top it off, be sure to check out our Facebook, Instagram, and Threads at Coaching Money. At Coaching Money. You can find us on TikTok, Tiki Taki, aka the Tac Tac. The Tac Tac. You can find us there at DBL Nicks. At DBL NICKS. The screen name is Coach Nick Money. In the house. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, be sure to check out our upcoming stream that'll be coming up today at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just before Power Hour. It's called Power Plays, as it surrounds the legend himself, Coach Nick Money, while he basically looks at the stock market, and basically gives his honest analysis on the stocks prior to Power Hour. And he basically just gives his honest analysis of it. And then to top it off, once he's done doing that, he lets them simmer on high heat, all right, while he gets a dub on Fortnite for the peoples of the Indelible Tribe, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, that's what we got going on right there. That is what we got going on. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, much love. Take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful day. We will see you guys at 1:30 for Power Plays. Much love, everybody. Take care of yourselves. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Other times she likes to get shot at the cannon and she goes, wee! Other times she likes to go to Arby's and watch videos of puppies and kitties. Sometimes she'll go to Mickey D's. Other times she'll go to Wendy's. And to top it off, other times she will go into Burger King. Who knows? It really depends on her. But I know one thing, she will always steal my lo mein. We all call her DBL Moms, the specialist of the Serengeti. Now, she did call some wonderful stocks as well. She called RVYL, DRCT, and MOVE. So yeah, like I said, DBL Moms. Yeesh. So, take care of yourselves, everybody. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys on Power Plays at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And that's it for me. It's Double Nicks. I love you guys. I love you.